Hey guys, today Danielle, Jordan, Max, and me, Marin, will be visiting the fun and exciting tropical themed restaurant, Max's Southseas Hideaway, located right here in downtown Grand Rapids. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you so much to Max's Southseas Hideaway for letting us visit and film in the restaurant.
So I guess so you mentioned that you've been here pretty much since the beginning.
Yeah.
So you could just touch on that a little bit more about the story of like how you came to be a general manager.
Yeah. So I've been doing this a long time, and the entire summer prior to Max's opening, I met all of the people that were going to be managing this place because this building was completely gutted, and they were working out of that same shared workspace. So it was interesting. The gentleman who was the original GM here is somebody that I've known for a long time. His sister was actually a regular of mine in a different restaurant. And I watched them fire their operations director prior to open, right before my eyes. And I was kind of looking to make a move. And so I literally stood up out of my cube and went over and put a note on his laptop and said, "Hey, I just saw what happened. I'm looking to make a move. We should have lunch if it makes sense." And so that's how I got this job. If that teaches you anything about, like kind of putting your foot forward. We hired I want to say close to 100 people that were scheduled to start training with us in some capacity. And those beginning days were wild. We really didn't have a restaurant to work out of as you see it here today until I'm talking like the week before we opened. So even though we had our staff training for 3 weeks, it was like we're working around construction, didn't really have a place to sit anywhere. None of our bar equipment was really built fully. So it was a rocky start just because this build out took so much longer than anybody thought it would to get this beautiful place that you see today. Tiki culture, and this place is designed for full immersion. So we want to transport you out of Grand Rapids, the idea behind Tiki is you can't go to the tropics, we're going to bring it to you. And so we don't have any windows in here, we don't have any ultraviolet light, we have no TVs. It's always twilight at Max's is kind of the idea.
Tell us a little bit more about what makes Max's so unique, either from the whole atmosphere or just the menu itself.
So we were looked at when we opened as the next big thing, kind of an ode to those golden age tiki establishments. Tiki bars are not this scale most of the time. They're like really small lounges, 50 seats, 100 seats. Outside of some revitalization of some of these older establishments, we're like really the only place in the country that has taken on a project this large. So we got a ton of press when we did it. And I feel like at this stage, we're really hitting it in terms of our service, everybody having a good sense of place and understanding of what we're trying to do here, which is really introduce people to this culture. And we operate on something called the Aloha Spirit, which is a Hawaiian term or concept. And it basically means we want everybody to feel like family here. So we have this very layered style of service where, you've probably seen somebody pour your water, bar back your essay, you've seen a host seat you, you have a manager touch the table, you have Jordan leading your experience. And so we want a lot of different hands to touch everybody and just kind of make you feel like the whole place is taking care of you. And you combine it with this vibe, and we think we're pulling it off pretty well. So.
A little bit switching gears towards maybe the food and the drinks.
Yeah.
Just on a personal note, what's your favorite thing on the menu?
Well, you have my favorite drink. This is the Puka Punch.
Okay.
I think that was named after Martin's dog, if I'm not mistaken. Might have to fact check that one. So there's really something for everybody. It's a lot of rum-based drinks, but we've got scotch, bourbon, tequila, mezcal, vodka, a lot of other spirits on the menu. A lot goes into this bar program. We have a dedicated prep team that works 8 to 12 hours a week on just prepping juice and syrup for this program. We make 18 different house-made syrups. So it's extravagant, but that's really a big draw for us. Is this incredible cocktail program. Because of the size of it, one of the things that we do is we operate out of a drink kitchen on both floors. So instead of having a service well at any of our bars, we moved that to a behind-the-scenes drink kitchen. And so tonight I have a bartender that has zero guest-facing responsibility, and he is just crushing out drinks for you guys. So all the servers get their drinks from this kitchen, and that allows our bar staff to focus on their guests exclusively. In terms of food, I try to eat as healthy as I can on this menu. There's a lot of pretty heavy gluttonous stuff that is really delicious, but I'd be 400 pounds if I ate all the time. So I try to eat healthy, but there's some favorites. I really love our poke bowl. I actually started working with a fishery out of Honolulu. It's been probably 10 years ago now. They're called Norpac Fisheries. They've got a great program. We get our tuna from them literally like 48 hours out of the water in Hawaii. Like, we get it blood off, skin off, vacuum sealed, never frozen, shipped to us second day air, and it is on your table like no more than 72 hours out of the water. It's pretty awesome. And so we get some of the best tuna in West Michigan. We source some other fish from them as well periodically for our features. But I really, really enjoy really fresh fish like that. So I do our poke bowl quite a bit. Our wings are awesome. We have a great jerk rub smoked chicken wing that we can toss in a couple of different sauces for you. Eat that quite a bit. Our poo-poo platter is probably one of our most popular items. It's kind of our sampler appetizer platter. Poo-poo is another Hawaiian term for small plates, and it comes with a live hibachi flame, so you don't have to use it like the food's fully cooked, but it's a nice ambiance piece. Then we also have a signature dessert called our bonfire, where you can roast marshmallows at the table and kind of make these open-faced s'mores, which is pretty cool too. So I'm all over the board with the menu, honestly. I ate a lot of different stuff, but those are some of my favorites. You guys have anything else?
I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. I really appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, my pleasure, of course.